Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new campaign for DCS World. This time we're in the A-10C II playing The Enemy Within 3.0. Now I'm going to be playing this with the A-10C II. However, it does work absolutely fine with the legacy version of the A-10. And in fact, this is pretty much exactly the same as the legacy version, except I will get the head-mounted display, which I really do like. And I do have access to the other weapons, but by default the weapon inventory will be the same as the legacy one. So if you just have the legacy, you can probably follow along just fine without really anything changing. So the background of this campaign is that Georgia is being threatened by a terrorist organization known as the Caucasian Liberation Army, who have been setting off explosives around Georgia in the aims of taking control of the whole area. And in this, Georgia has been promised a NATO membership, and so, as sort of a show of good faith, NATO has dispatched a 6-ship of A-10Cs from the 74th Fighter Squadron, and that's who we're going to be playing. So we're really here to help the local Georgian security forces with a bit more firepower. The A-10s were sent since there's really no aerial threat expected here, and so we've got complete air supremacy, and the A-10 really strives on that kind of footing. We're a little bit faster than the Georgian attack helicopters and can still lay down a hell of a lot of fire, so the A-10's got pretty decent gap here. Of course, we are over friendly territory. We are going to be engaging insurgents, and so friendly fire is something we are definitely going to need to be watching out for on this campaign. So I'll be trying my best to watch my accuracy. And this is a very much story-driven campaign. As we'll see as we go through, we do get choices going on, which is something I'm really looking forward to. And the campaign also has rather a realistic comms system. They advise you not to use easy communication option with this. Instead, you have to manually change your frequencies, but that's all integrated, and they have a staggering amount of custom voiceovers that you get given throughout the campaign. And even on this first mission, I felt that really brought a lot of flavor to what was going on. So on this mission in particular, things start out pretty simple. We are just flying that 6-ship over from Romania with the aim to land at Kobaleti Airport, and we have a bit of a crowd waiting for us since this has all been very well advertised. So there'll be reporters, crowds on the ground wanting to see the brand new fancy A-10s, and since we're mostly here as a publicity stunt, we're supposed to give them a good show. So we start off just here, just completing our flights. There's a Turkish fuel tanker that's been accompanying us. And our mission is to go and make a bit of a show, breaking off in pairs of 2. Each pair is meant to fly over the runway at 1,000 feet, and then to make a landing, followed by the next pair a few minutes later. We have absolutely no armament in this mission. I am carrying travel bags, and no rounds in the gun. We are really just ferrying these over. So the first part of the mission goes exactly as planned. We reach Kobaleti, we start circling while the first 2-ship lands, and they get down to the ground, no problem. Second 2-ship lands, gets down to the ground, no problem. Things start to change a little bit as it turns to our turn to make our overflight of the runway, followed by turning around 10 miles downrange and coming back in for a nice showy landing. So a lot of this mission is delivered with the voiceovers, and so I'm not going to be talking too much during this, but I do just want to fill out some things as we go, just explain what's going on and sum over some
altitude,
bits.
Altitude.
So here we're going flyover. I see below 1,000 feet is what was asked for. We fly over the assembled crowd and media there. just as the other two warthogs are coming in for landing.
Smoke up to the north.
I get that call. Explosions and smoke to the north. So I try to gain altitude here and see where he's looking. Luckily it's an east-west runway, so it's very easy to get my bearing.
Wait one.
I can see smoke there up in the north. And so we're ordered to investigate. We have found that the terrorists have set off explosions in the site.
Georgians have just launched 2 Hinds from Sukumi. Call sign Ford 01. They are ready to support you. Frequency 144.5 Alpha Mike. And Overlord Dodge 11 copies. Push 144.5 and contact
my flares even.
11. Pushing now 2. Push 144.5. Shit, look at that. They decimated at least 2 buildings. Yeah, it looks nasty. Keep your eyes open.
And just as we're flying over, trying to get a good look, see if we can see anything down on the ground. We get some action. So I don't see the missile that he's talking about. I think you briefly see it there on the edge of the screen. I'm just dumping flares and dodging as much as I can.
Man pads. We're at Bulls 352 for 23. We are egressing back to the IP.
Dodge 11 Overlord, status report.
Dodge flight is mission capable.
Dodge 11 Overlord, are you tally on the shooters?
And Overlord, Dodge 11 negative. We didn't get good visuals on where the shots came from. Tally, military team, headed east from the rubble. Saw one of the shooters going into it earlier. And Overlord Dodge 11 update. Tally vehicle departing the scene with shooters inside.
Dodge 11 Overlord, confirm that your target is hostile.
And Overlord Dodge 11, wait 1. 2 lead. Are you sure these are valid targets? Hey firm, that Jeep started off exactly where the shot came from, and I know I saw one of them carrying metal too. It's definitely them. And Overlord Dodge 11 confirms we've got a single vehicle carrying 2 enemy soldiers, both man pads, standing by for orders.
Dodge 11, stand by 1.
Dodge 11, Ford 11, we are on our way to your location.
So this is the only road coming east, so I decided to follow it, trying to find this Jeep that my wingman was talking about.
We have eyes on a green UAZ carrying 2 tangos moving east. Ford 1 copies. Searching for targets and line. Dodge 11, this is Overlord Actual. I need you to follow the vehicle. Georgians will deal with the situation. 2 lead, what do you think? Well, I think they got more explosives on board and may even kill more people. I think the Ford should roll in and turn them into dog food.
This is interesting. We're given the choice of whether to let Ford destroy the Jeep or ask the police to stop it. And on this occasion I decide to go with my wingman. He says he's 100% sure, so I think it's best to destroy the vehicle.
Engage the vehicle. Dodge 11, follow the vehicle until relieved by Ford 11.
If ever in doubt on games like this, I tend to side with my wingman. And a few minutes later we do catch up and we can just see a camouflage jeep there stuck behind a HGV.
And Dodge 1-1 copies.
As we
we are
overfly,
RTV at this
the
time.
Hueys get on site, and so we break off to RTV.
That was rather unnerving. Hey, I thought we'd be the ones set the pace. That was definitely a trap. Either they knew we'd go out there to scope it out, or they just wanted to boost their morale. Either way, we fell right into it.
Yeah, so it would seem. Remember, it's easier for them to choose the time and place of the battle with all the publicity around our arrival. For now. Once we settle in and start hitting back, they'll be on the run.
Can't wait. They shot a missile at me. Now it's personal.
And so it didn't really take long for us to get our answer of whether we made the right call or not.
Dodge 1-1,
It's
this
just
is
as
Overlord
we're
Actual.
being.
The Georgians decided to apprehend the suspects rather than attacking them. They failed and lost 2 officers in the engagement. I just thought you'd want to know that. RTB to Cavaletti and report in for debriefing. Overlord out.
And Dodge 1-1 copies. We are RTV at this time.
So we made the right call. The Georgians ignored our request to destroy them, which is fair enough, but there's ended up losing 2 police officers. So I'm glad we at least made the right call and try just to take out the heavily armed troops. Georgians decided that they'd prefer to get them alive. Makes sense, but didn't pan out for them. And so we just go back into the landing pattern. Landing in the A-10 is really easy. You've got so many systems to help you, and it's just generally a really nice aircraft to fly. So we go down no problem. It's a bit of a short, sweet little first mission here. It was absolutely fine for me. Got back used to some of the controls. First time using complex communications, which was really interesting. Didn't find it as hard as I thought I would. And definitely the voice acting and story so far has been absolutely excellent. I'm really engaged with this campaign. So I'm looking forward to the next episode. I hope you are. If you are, do let me know. Give this video a like and comment down below. It's very useful on the first video of the series. And we'll see where this story takes us. Otherwise, until next time, remember to have fun. Cheers!